Greetings, Star Trek Fleet Commanders. I am the Angry Rhino. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Yes, I am in the Mirrorverse again with the NSEA Protector. Not going to go over crews or anything else at this time like that, but I am trying to... I'm sure as you can tell by the title of this video, it's more about research, and this is more of a demonstration of research. So we see here our friend... Mirror Picard. Let's attack. Well, actually, you know what? In case I want to do other things, let's activate the Omega 13 and then attack. See if maybe a few of the researches I did change the outcome of the battle. And it would appear so. Completely killing Mirror Picard. How about that? Because before, what? I did about 10% damage to his hull and died. Let's see the rewards here for this somewhat low-level Mirror Picard. Do still get Liquid Trillium D and Rift Keys, a little less than, let's say, a higher one. But extra Liquid Trillium D is extra Liquid Trillium D. Is that something you would like to have more of? Help with that for refinery, get more stuff? Sure. I could see it. Kill a few more, see if I get another one to pop up. I don't know if killing... I think at one point, killing a few hostiles would end up getting another one to spawn, but they kind of mess with the way he responds, which is not that good of a thing. It kind of lessens the value of his presence, and it's just, I mean, if you can only kill one or two, that's a lot worse than being able to kill like 8 per run. Is okay. I care a little bit less now, but it's fine. We'll see if he respawns in another few minutes. So let's go to the research. Oh, one thing I did want to mention before I did all that. Yes, I was able to kill him now. I screwed up and I actually tiered up my ship. I only went one tier. As you can see, I'm a level 16. So I didn't go too far ahead. Now, how much of me being able to kill Mirror Picard now is from the research and how much is from the tier up? Well, considering how it's a big difference between only getting 10% of his hull and actually dying and living because I had Omega 13. Now I barely took a scratch and I completely killed him. I would say a lot more of it is the research. Does tearing up help? Yes, absolutely it does. And I have the same crew. I'm clicking on that, at least I thought I was. And I do not see another one populating right now. It's supposed to be like between 2 and 8 minutes or something. Something dumb. Like, why is it between 2 and 8 minutes? Why not just make it 4 minutes? Flat 4 minutes or flat 2 minutes? Why make it between 2 and 8? It's silly, but whatever. Let's get to the researches. Go here, mirror section. This first several columns here is all the NSEA Protector. I have trouble with the mouse here. That's awesome. Okay, so wait, if I click up here and try to move, it doesn't do anything. I have to click in. Okay. This is all, you know, the old Mirror Universe, so the ones I added up front for the NSEA Protector. Okay. This research right here is the one I did. You see I did 2 levels of it. Increased isolytic damage dealt to the HMP ISS Enterprise E while using the NSEA Protector. And you can see that is a very large number. 160,000%. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. It's what, 160 times more isolytic damage? Because there's 100%, which is, you know, then there's 160,000. Wow. And again, this is tier 2. I mean, level 2 of this research. At level 1, it's 120,000%. Pretty big jump in the damage output there. Now, just because I did this doesn't mean I'm recommending that you do it. It would depend on how much you care if you kill Mira Picard or not. I more did it so I could demonstrate the effects of this research, and then, you know, maybe you can better decide whether you even want to waste the currency on it or not. Or would you even consider it a waste? Yes, so let's go over the other researches here. Yes, there are some primes, whatever. One that kicks things off here is Omega Critical Damage Floor. Critical damage cannot be reduced by enemy players or hostiles below base percentage. This maxes out at 50%. Could this help you in a Zindi grind? Sure, absolutely. Could this help you in PvP? Maybe. Tough to say. We may have gotten away from critical hits in PvP, maybe not. This almost kind of seems like they want to bring critical hits back, which is wonderful. Come to the next column. Increasing the maximum hull health owned ships survive battle with while protected by the NSEA Protector Omega 13 ability. Kind of a long-winded way to say increases the effectiveness of Omega 13. But, I mean, it's fine. I gotta word it right to make sure people understand what's going on. Basically, that's what it does. At max, it'll add another 40% hull health to your own ships. That's cool. Sure. I mean, provided you find use in using Omega 13. Because if you don't find use in it, then obviously the research isn't that good for you. The middle one here and the one that's really going to continue the chain here, because of course they all have to be like linked in some way, which is wonderful. Mirror Space Warp Path Efficiency, or Omega Mirror Space Warp Path Efficiency. Increases base cost efficiency on uncommon rift keys when traveling through the Mirrorverse. That's the green ones. You see only a few % each level, but once you get to level 15, it is a 75% reduction. So, at least what that sounds like to me, instead of costing 100 to go through these green gates, it's 25. That's nice. Sure. Seems like a research that really could be worth doing for you. Then the next one here is this Omega Mirror Space Warpath Unlock. Grants a mission in the gift sections to unlock a warpath in the mirror space between excuse me, Mirror Nausicaa and Mirror Romai. If I can show you that one, it's right here, Nausicaa, before you enter the Omega section. This line here that goes all the way over here and allows you to get into the deeper section. I think I did cover this a little bit. But over here is where, you know, you'll find the faction rep, the bigger ships for the faction rep, and the bigger Trillium D nodes. Could allow you to get there faster. While we're out of this research menu, let's take a look. Oh, look, here's another Mirror Picard. 18 minutes left on the timer. So what was that? About maybe about 2-3 minutes-ish, I guess. Kill him again. Yeah, kill him again. Good job. Way to go. You see my Omega 13 is still active, actually. Get another 5 minutes on it still. How about that? And little to no damage taken again. So if you want to kill Mirror Picard with your NSEA Protector, that's a research to go after. For sure. Alright, moving on. Increase raw Trillium gained when defeating mirror hostiles with the NSEA Protector. Now, does this Is this raw trillium A, D, omega trillium? I have no idea. It just says raw trillium. I assume it would be all of them. Max out at 200%. That's nice. More loot's more loot. Let's go with the quantum flux drive enhancer. Increase the warp range of the NSEA Protector. How do you get the, further in the Omega mirror space? Only adds 145 warp range, which isn't great. How far that would even allow me to get. I mean, here I can get there. That's cool. How about all the way out here? Apparently I can get all the way out there already. I can't get there. Weird. 700 for that one, 700 for that one, and I'm at 228. I don't know. I mean, is an extra 140 something going to do anything for you? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But you know what? If you go in there and you realize that you want to get to this other system and you can't because of warp range, then that's probably a good research for you. Next one. Increase apex barrier for NSEA Protector. Does not apply to armadas or while defending your station. Doesn't say that it's not, that it doesn't work in PvP, so sounds like they do want the Protector be kind of used in a PvP aspect, maybe at some times. So it sounds like this apex barrier is going to be active all the time for the Protector. At max it's 1000%, which is kind of meh, but more damage reduction is more damage reduction. Then you have several building efficiencies: Artifact Gallery, District 56, and War Room. Yay, I don't know that I care about the Artifact Gallery too much. I feel like if you do enough formation armadas, you're going to get the credits. And from what I remember of the past year, it wasn't too difficult to upgrade that gallery. There already is a research that does increase the efficiency, so I mean, I'd almost rather this be for the command center, because I'm still not a level command center level 50, but like I made Artifact Gallery level 60, so. But it's there if you want it. There you go. District 56, I kind of feel like, with the addition of... Actually, no, it was just the 2 claims that came with the District 56 itself. And how many other places they've been giving the currency. Battle passes. Or the regular battle pass. Wave battle pass, maybe? Not the territory pass, but the wave pass, I do think. Kind of getting enough. I mean, I think. Anyway. War Room efficiency. 50 maxes out of 50%. Yes, that building does look hard to level up. So it definitely is something you should consider. But at the same time, how often are they running this dumb event? How often are they getting the event to work right? Yeah. Oh, but here, look at this one. To continue down the chain, you have to do all them shits anyway. Wonderful. Cool. Critical damage reduction reduces critical hit damage of enemy players. Does not apply in station combat. Because of course not. Why would it? Maybe because we'd like to defend our stations just as much as people like to attack our stations. God, man, it's so terrible that we want to defend our stations. What awful people are we? Okay. It's just them trying to make incursions be a thing. But you know what? Reducing critical damage of your player. Of an enemy player, that's fine. Of course, then there's the critical damage floor over here, which is... Okay. Faction warfare, isolated damage, isolated defense. Increase your isolated damage against players for Federation, Klingon, and Romulan ships. 15% in max. Could always use more isolated damage. Here's the isolated defense, increasing it by 50% for your faction ships. Very useful in PvP. Here's one that I think is wonderful, and everybody should spend all their currency on it. Yay! Because this is the greatest research ever. Increase base damage when fighting evading enemies. Oh. Maxes out at 2,000%? Sure. I mean, that's a lot. Do you care about that? Hey, man. If you care about it, by all means. I don't give a shit about it. But that's just me in the position I'm in. You know, I mean, if you're a lower level player, could that allow you to punch up more? Sure. I mean, it sounds like it. Could be very good for you. Of course, at the same time, once you get the NSEA Protector, what actually is the benefit of doing that event? Gwen DeMarco shards? A very slow drip of Gwen DeMarco shards? Okay. Here's a very good one. Increased base cost efficiency for research. Only 100% of your material costs. Sure. I mean, they do a lot there. Here's one for bar steel, titanium to lithium, and more importantly, at least for players at my level, Sigma par steel and Sigma titanium and Sigma to lithium. Very useful. Maxes out at 220. That's nice. This one, increased base scrapping speed. Like, why do we care about scrapping? I mean, there are several researches that increase the base scrapping speed. Unless you get to a certain level and it's like, what do I care? And especially when it's just increasing the scrapping speed. Well, you still got to get all this shit to be able to scrap a ship. Look, scrapping 3-star ships it does not take that long. At least in my opinion. Even scrapping 4-star ships doesn't take that long. I mean, I feel like it takes an appropriate amount of time to scrap the ship. The problem is, especially when you're doing it for 4-star ships, it's not worth it that much because it costs so many rare ship parts to tear up those ships. It's not even about the materials. It's about the ship parts and getting the ship parts to do the thing. I think that would be more beneficial to players. More ship part efficiency. Not that there aren't more, in the regular tree. But you want more scrapping speed? There you go, more scrapping speed. Energy and kinetic weapon damage increase. They literally could have just had one research. Increased damage. Why energy and kinetic? Why separate it out like that? Just seems weird to be doing in this day and age of Star Trek Fleet Command. And luckily, it's just those two that link to this faction warfare Apex barrier. Increase Apex barrier for Federation Klingon and Romulan ships when fighting player targets. Only player targets. It does not apply to armadas or defending the station. Not sure why you had to clarify armadas there. I mean, it specifically said in the previous detail, player targets. Why did you have to put armadas in there? Could that be coming? Possibly. I mean, because otherwise, why is it there? However, so more Apex barrier and PvP increase of 2,000. Alright, I mean, can be nice. It's a little low compared to, some of the officers out there, but it's fine. And an advanced warfare. Increased base damage for all ships. Maxes out at 1,500%. So essentially, it's this. They literally made 3 researches for something that could be 1 research. Alright. However, this is one I'm kind of somewhat excited to get down to. Of course, you can't get it until you get your NSEA Protector to Tier 13 I get why the requirement is tier 13, Omega 13. That makes sense. Increase the number of weapon shots of the NSEA Protector by 1. Gotta wait 13 tiers for that. By the time it's tier 13, where's the benefit going to be? I mean, by the time you get to tier 13, you should be kicking the shit out of most hostiles in the Mirror Universe. That's what kind of led me to believe that they kind of want us at maybe some point to be using the NSEA Protector in PvP. That's where I would see the advantage of this. So now, is it going to be better than some of your other boats? Probably not, but maybe there's an upcoming event. Maybe, possible. You know, I mean, how they do Rialta PvP events, Disco PvP events, Talios PvP events. Could the Protector be lumped in there somewhere? Could be. I really like the Rialta PvP events because I feel like that reduces a lot of the research and a lot of the primes that some of these spenders buy, and it solely pits a player skill against a player's skill. Or maybe their crewing skill. Can be somewhat fun, because it puts a little different aspect on PvP, right? I mean, overall, it's a nice tree. There's lots of benefit here. I think it's more front-loaded, because more of this front-loaded stuff will help you more betterly do your runs in the Mirror Universe with the NSEA Protector. Be very nice. But at the same time, I didn't check some of these costs. The cost of these researches and what you're getting daily, those numbers don't exactly line up that much. So I recommend you picking and choosing maybe a little better. Let's see if another Mirror Picard popped up. And he did. Now I kind of spent, 10 minutes there and 10, 15 minutes not even paying attention to if another guy popped up, so I won't get that many. But once I kill this guy, that's 3. That's nice. That's a nice number. You know, I mean, that's only, 120 or whatever the hell it was, but do it 3 times. That's a fairly decent haul of liquid Trillium D. So that seems like a relatively good research to go after. You can get all your Mirror Picard kills in here instead of having to go somewhere else. And then you can get your Mirror Picard kills and your Omega Trillium bullshit from the same spot. Pretty neat research, I think. We'll see about, how effective it is and how much you can actually punch up. Oh well. So we'll wrap this up here. Several good researches in the Omega portion of the, Mirror Universe tree. I do feel like it's front-loaded a little more because of the warp path that's in there, the critical damage floor, because I think that can be useful in other loops as well. And, yeah, I'm going to say the isolated cascade that goes against Mirror Picard. It can be very useful for you. I mean, it can be. You have to answer that question. Comment below. What do you think about the new tree for the Omega Mirror Dust? Are you okay with it being in front of the OG Mirror tree? Just seems weird that I don't know that I've ever seen them do that before. Kind of confuses things a little bit. I almost would rather prefer it be in the Starship tree just because, it goes with the ship more, but that's a personal preference. And what research in there or researches are you really looking forward to getting? Or what researches you think are going to help a player's grind the best? Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I am the Angry Rhino. Shields up, Commanders.